Hey everybody, hi everybody, Taylor Swift fans and Swiftaroos. My name is Richard Noble and I'm making this very special video for Taylor Swift and her fans for the Equality Act. My name is Richard Noble, N-O-B-L-E, Rainbow, they call me, the Paiute Indian Reservation, and the Oglala Sioux call me one who lends his voice. So I did literally walk across America 2,864 miles in 15 months with a backpack. Actually, it's sitting over there, and the rainbow flag. This is actually the rainbow flag that I walked across America. See, here, there's all kinds of stuff tied to it. People just added stuff all along the walk. And Matthew Shepard, where he was killed, there's barbed wire under this tape from Wyoming. And I have this on my stopper because by the time I got from California to Utah, I had lost like that much off the tip of my stick. So I had to get a stopper because it was hitting the cement. And I sang Taylor Swift songs the whole way. So fearless, you know, fearless. And I had done everything from calling news stations to the White House invited me to a pride reception, but I could not get the equality, or I could not get this idea of a civil rights bill. Well, actually, we did get the idea of a civil rights bill to the Human Rights Campaign and then to Congress. But that happened 2 years after I ended my walk from the Golden Gate Bridge to Jacksonville Beach, Florida. I'm literally backpacking that rainbow flag for 15 months. Calling on Americans in Congress and the White House to get behind a civil rights bill to add sexual orientation and gender identity to the Civil Rights Act in 1964. Everybody's included. The LGBTQ community was left out, and we said, hey, it's time. Equal is equal. Let's get this job done. Shame on Kellyanne Conway and the Trump administration for saying that this bill has pills of poison in it. That is so far from the truth. The only poison pills that we have are in the White House, and the quicker we elect those people out of office and get somebody new into that White House and into the Senate and get this country back on its feet again, we could actually get bills passed through the House and the Senate and to the President's desk and get some really nice progressive laws like the Equality Act and gun protections, gun safety laws, etc. There's so much that needs to be done. The environment, climate change, and solar and wind, and I mean, there's a list. If I was a member of the Senate, I'd have a big staff, or Congress, and just start doing so much. But Taylor Swift, thank you. MTV Music Awards, what a wonderful gift you brought to the nation and to the world planet for equality and peace and human dignity and rights. And my heart is with you. Thank you so much. I did listen to your music all the way across America, and it kept me up at night. It kept me on the long highways. I went over the Rockies and across the deserts and through the swamps of Louisiana and to the south and to Jacksonville Beach. After beginning the Golden Gate Bridge over the Northern Sierras, I did the whole walk on Indian reservations, and I did listen to Taylor Swift. It was her music that lifted me and carried me so much of the way as my boots hit the pavement one after the other, over 5,400,000 steps. That's, I believe what I calculated 2,864 miles to be. But I did become the first Richard Noble, yay, person to walk a rainbow flag across the country. And I did it because kids were killing themselves for being bullied. And that was not cool with me because it happened to me. And I know that pain and loneliness and isolation and separation from my peers, and I wanted acceptance and inclusion, and that's exactly what the Equality Act does. So 500,000 signatures, let's go. Let's get 1 million signatures, 5 million signatures. Let's get a new president. Let's get the Equality Act signed into law. And again, God bless you, Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift fans. And Kellyanne Conway, just keep your mouth shut because nobody really wants to listen to anything you have to say. You and your administration and the Trump administration, you roll out. Let's let these young people come into office with the progressive older people who understand the dignity and basic fundamental love of human rights for all. And yet there's fundamental human rights for all of us but you can't have the responsibility of an administration that runs the government and tell people that they're second class or they're not worth this and they're not worth that. We're not going to give you rights, and oh, I'm sorry, it's too expensive to protect you, and blah, blah, blah. Separate kids at the borders from their parents. I mean, what a shame. So, again, love is the rule of the day, and we need good, loving, responsible people in our elected officials in office, and we need more musicians to come out, and more actors to come out, and more sports figures to come out. People, come out, be who you are. Just live in love and peace, and be equal. You are equal in your heart. On that little throne in there is this little being that says you are divine in love, and that's truly who you all are. And the Equality Act just expresses that. So again, thank you, Sairam. I love you all, and thank you for listening.